Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be a good old-fashioned favorites video. I haven't done one of these in a while and I have a lot of things. I have like so many things that were favorites that I'm not even using anymore because I have new favorites. Like that's how long it's been. So I know I have more things that I haven't even talked about on here, but I'm looking at quite a large pile of things right now, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. The first couple of things are skincare items. The first one is the Roma water from Lush. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I've just really been liking it a lot. I usually spray it on my face in the mornings or sometimes at night if I'm too lazy to like use a toner with a cotton pad. I'll just spray this on and it's good to like soak in on its own. So I really like it. It smells really good and that's that. The next thing is also from Lush and it is this solid serum. It's called Full of Grace and it's a very moisturizing serum. It actually says moisturizer, but some places say serum. I use this before my moisturizer, or I use it before I do a mask, and it just like makes your mask work better. Like I used it yesterday under a mask from Lush and I felt like my skin was just like so bright and clear, like it was really cool. So I've been loving that and I really liked traveling with that because it's a solid and I didn't have to worry about things spilling, and I've just been really liking all the solid things from Lush. Another solid skincare item is from Milk Makeup and this is the cooling water stick. I have been really lazy with my nighttime skincare and I keep this next to my bed and will put this on before I go to sleep as like my nighttime moisturizer. And I know it's super light and it's really nice to wear under makeup, but I have been, like I said, really lazy and like done a makeup wipe, spray my face with this, and put this on as moisturizer and go to bed. So that's what's been happening with me recently. Speaking of makeup wipes, I have been really liking these from Bliss. They're the Makeup Melt oil-free makeup remover wipes with chamomile. I got these because my friend Emily was talking about them and they do kind of remind me of the ones from Unique in that they are very like moisturizing and almost feel like a skincare type of thing instead of just like a makeup remover. Like it feels like it leaves something good on your skin and it's not just like greasy product. It feels like it's moisturizing at the same time as removing your makeup. So I really like these. I got these at Target. And then the last like non-makeup thing is the Garnier Texture Tease Dry Touch Finishing Spray. I have loved this for a really long time and I can't find it anywhere anymore. I used to find it at Walgreens and Walmart and wherever. Now I can't find it either of those places. I've only seen it on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna have to order it because I stopped using it and started using the Kristen S one for a while and I really like that one, but it's very strongly scented and it's more expensive than this too. So, but I used this the other day for the first time in a really long time and I was like, wow, why did I stop using this? And I think it's just because I've been hoarding it because I couldn't find it anywhere. But I'm definitely just gonna have to break down and order it on Amazon because it's so good. For primer recently, I have been obsessed with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I like this by itself before I do my foundation or mixed in with my foundation, especially the one I'm about to talk about. But I've really been liking this. Another thing similar to the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, even though that's not how this is marketed, but that's how I've been using it, is the L'Oreal Sunlit Bronzer. This is the Havana collection with Camila Cabello. This is fairly new to me, but I've been using it like non-stop since I got it. I will mix it in with the priming moisturizer, and it's just like a really nice glow. I haven't really used it by itself as a liquid bronzer, but I did buy it for that reason because I've been playing with liquid and cream products a lot recently. But out of everything from that collection, I feel like this is something that like I wish was going to be around forever. For foundation, I have been really obsessed with the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I did not want to love this, but I just do. It's so good. It can be full coverage or it can be sheer. I'm wearing it today mixed with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, and I just use my hands most of the time to rub that in, and I feel like it's a nice light to medium coverage. But I've really been obsessed with it, and I think it's actually worth the money. I have two other bronzers that I have been obsessed with. The first one is from Milk Makeup, and this is the matte bronzer in the shade Baked, and I've just really been liking this. I'm wearing it today, and I feel like it just gives me like a nice color to my skin, and again, I'm here for the healthy skin recently. If you watched my cream product video, that's like how I've been doing my makeup for the most part, and I really like this a lot. The other bronzer is this one from L'Oreal. It's called the Glam Bronzer for Face and Body. I've had this for several years, so you can't get this exact one, but they did have this one this year. This is the True Match Lumi Bronze It Sun-Kissed Bronzer for Face and Body, and they're basically the same. They're the same packaging and the same size, and I feel like the colors are very similar. I've just been using the crap out of this recently. I even like broke the lid, sadly, but yeah, that's been like my go-to powder bronzer recently. For blush, I've been obsessed with this palette from Morphe. This is the Pop of Coral trio, and it has two mattes and one shimmer, and I love all three of these shades. The matte shades are really good and what I usually go for, but the shimmer one is also really pretty. Another shimmery blush that I have been obsessed with is this one from Wet n Wild. This packaging is also broken. This is the Don't Flutter Yourself Baked Blush. This is from the Flights of Fancy collection, so it is limited edition, but it is so pretty. Like, you wouldn't have to wear a highlighter if you were wearing this. I mean, I still wear a highlighter, but if you wanted to be like minimal and just wear blush and still have a little glow, this is like the perfect product. I've also been obsessed with the Glossier concealer. This is the stretch concealer, and mine is the shade Light. There are only 3 shades, so that sucks, but this is the one that works for me, and I've really just been liking this on days whenever I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. I'll do the whole mixing these two things together for like a sheer foundation and then put this on my under eyes, and everything just looks really dewy and fresh, and that seems to be the thing right now, and I really like how it looks. I still use my Shape Tape pretty much daily for work purposes and like looking like a live human that gets sleep. An eyeshadow palette that I have been obsessed with for many reasons is the Soul palette from Colourpop, and I'm just gonna say it, they sent it to me for free. Long story short, but you can watch my vlog if you want to see that whole thing, but no, I'm not on a PR list, sadly. But this is what the palette looks like. I think these shades are so pretty. Everything is like something that I would wear and have been wearing quite frequently. I love the size and the mirror, and yeah, it's just a really good warm palette. if you're into these shades. Obviously, I love Colourpop's eyeshadow formulas, so you can't really go wrong with any of their palettes, but I'm just obsessed with this one for like special sentimental reasons. Another palette that I feel like I pull out and use and then forget about, and then whenever I pull it back out again, I'm like, whoa, why did I ever stop using this, is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. This palette is just so pretty for fall, summer, spring, winter, all the seasons. That's all of them that I just named. Everything in here is so pretty, everything blends really well. All the colors work really well together, and I've just been using it a lot lately. I feel like that's like what stands the true test of time, is whenever you pull a palette back out that you stopped using for a while and it's not like the newest, most exciting thing that everyone's talking about right now, but it's still a good product, and I'm just really happy that I purchased it. I wanted to quickly talk about the Covergirl Super Sizer mascara. I've used this before, and this is actually the waterproof one, but I used to use this a while back and I just stopped because I always buy new mascaras or I just use Roller Lash. But I bought this because we were going to the Taylor Swift concert and I wanted a waterproof mascara because I figured I was probably gonna cry. And so I got this, and it is so good. Like, I remember that it was good, but whenever I used it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Why don't I use this? It makes your lower lashes look so long, and then I like the waterproof one for my lower lashes so they don't smear or run or anything like that. So I just really like this. And then the last thing I have are lip products. Most of them are very sheer, but this first one is not. This is the MatteX LippieStix from Colourpop in the shade Lullaby, and it's just a bright orange. I love the MatteX formula because it looks like a liquid lipstick, but it's not uncomfortable on your lips. I mean, it can be like later throughout the day, but not nearly as quickly as like the ultra matte version. The next one is an ultra blotted lip from Colourpop. This is in the shade Vitamin C. This formula, again, if you haven't tried it, you should. It's very interesting because it's sheer, but it's matte. So the color can be built up, but it can also just look like you blotted your lipstick. But it does like last on your lips for a long time and is fairly transfer proof. And I just really like this color. It's like a muted orange. Yeah. And then the last three items are glosses. This one is from Wet n Wild, from that same Flights of Fancy collection. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I think that's what it's called. This is in the shade Pout of Paradise, and it is like a burnt orange gloss, and this is fairly opaque. I got it because whenever Kathleen Lights used it, she said it was basically like the gloss version of Miami Fever, which is one of her liquid lipsticks with Ofra, and I really love that color. So I thought it would be cool to have it in a gloss form, and it's very similar for sure, and I just really like an orange lip. Another gloss that I've clearly been loving is from Colourpop, and it is in the shade Flying Horses. I'm wearing it on my lips right now with nothing else, and it's pretty much just like my lip color in a gloss. And I love their glosses. They feel really great on your lips, very moisturizing. I really like the ones that don't have glitter in them, like this. So if we could get some more of those, that would be great, because I don't really like a shimmery lip gloss. I just want it to be shiny on its own. No glitters, please. And then the last gloss is from Buxom. I talked about this one in my last video briefly. I got it because the color is very similar to Catalina from Colourpop, which is one of my favorite glosses from Colourpop that's discontinued. I talk about it all the time. but I'm almost out of it, so I was really trying to find a similar color because I really like this color, especially in the summertime. It doesn't look purple on your lips. Like whenever you put it on top of your actual lip color, it doesn't come off like lavender on your lips, but it's just really pretty. I like it a lot. And I really like the Buxom glosses because they're tingly, and I just like how that feels. It kind of plumps your lips a little bit, but it's mostly just like refreshing, so I really like this one, and it's called Wild Orchid. So that's everything for this video. I do have some other favorites that aren't like makeup related or skincare, but I didn't want this video to be super long, so if you guys want to see that, let me know. I may do something like that over on Instagram, so if you're not following me there, then go do that. It's JennyConrad88 on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that much, but it's there. But yeah, that's all for my favorites. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments something that you've been loving that I should try, and I will probably test it out if I haven't already. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!